Floyd Mayweather says, I would love to sign Terence Bud Crawford. I'm going to support Black American first. Oh. All right, let's get it.
Push the weight and flex. Flex the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. All right. Boxing scene. Link will be in the description if you care to read it. Floyd says, I would love to sign Terence Bud Crawford. I'm going to support Black American first. Oh, God. All right. Let's read. Terence Crawford finds himself in a similar predicament Floyd Mayweather Jr. once did. Soon after betting on himself by buying out his contract with Top Rank in 2006, Mayweather set himself up with a super fight against Oscar De La Hoya the following year. Mayweather was 29. Broke the bank several times. I'm going to scan through this because I'm just going to allow you guys to read it. Let me get to a direct quote. It's no different from Chinese supporting Chinese, Dominicans supporting Dominicans, Puerto Ricans supporting Puerto Ricans, Mexicans supporting Mexicans. I'm a Black American. I'm going to support Black American first. I've always wanted the best for Terence Crawford, always. We spoke on numerous occasions. We have each other's phone numbers. Hopefully, everything plays out like it should. And of course, I would love to sign Terence Crawford. I talked about getting Crawford the fights he wants. Mayweather said in an interview with FightHype.com's founder Ben Thompson. Salute to him. You see so many young fighters now starting their own promotion company. They have to be able to give fighters $1 million up to $6 million in advance before you get a promotional company. I'm not talking about Terence Crawford, but fighters in general. If you're not able to do that and be a major promoter right now, then we should wait on that. That's what I think. Everything has a time and a place, but I think every fighter should have a dream of being a promoter. Promoting is a rough job. You can look for me. You can look at me, for instance. I wanted to be a promoter to help fighters, but the more I help them, the more they hate me. That comes with the territory. That comes with the sport. It is what it is. I want to put fighters in position to get those lion shares. He wants to put fighters in the position to get the lion's share. Before Floyd Mayweather became a promoter in the sport, the promoters were getting the lion's share and getting more money than the fighters. I changed fighters getting crazy money. All right, it's a short article. All right. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I want you guys to read it. All right. Floyd says, Chinese support Chinese, Dominicans support Dominicans. They support each other. Everyone supports each other, right? You're Black. You're Black American. We supposed to support each other. That's what he says. I'm Black first. October 8th, 2020. 2016, just weeks after Colin Kaepernick, first kneeled in protest of police brutality, Floyd Mayweather Jr. said the San Francisco 49ers quarterback should focus on his job and suggested that all lives matter and that people should follow order. Right? That was in 2016. All right? 2020. Right? And I'm reading this from, by the way, I'm reading this from an article. I'll put that link in the description too. Fast forward to 4 years later, in 2020, Mayweather is once again tackling the subject of race. The undefeated boxer sat down with an interview with Shannon Sharp. They discussed Black Lives Matter and other topics, police brutality, things of that nature. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. has never himself personally been touched by police brutality, but knows someone who has. And former 5 Division champion grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, home of Breonna Taylor. All right. Look, I just find it interesting that Floyd is saying this now. Okay? I just find it strange with what he said. All right? Now, true, he personally knows the Breonna Taylor's family. He personally knows them. All right? What did he do? He paid for the funeral services of somebody. I forget. I'll put the link in the description. He paid for somebody's funeral. There's a lot he has done behind the scenes. I'll give him that. But when you tell Colin Kaepernick to just basically he should be worried about securing his job and fall in line, that raised an eyebrow. Floyd Mayweather is a powerful person in sports, not only in boxing. And you got to understand, when they look to you to see what you're going to say, you have to be very careful. Very, very careful. So when you made the All Lives Matter comment, it jumped out. It says right here, while Mayweather personally knows the Taylor family, he didn't know George Floyd or his family. He did, however, know someone who did. Anzo Jennings, who is the CEO of Mayweather's music label, grew up with Floyd in Houston. I'm talking about George Floyd. When Mayweather learned of his connection, he had Jennings reach out to Floyd's family. He offered to pay for the funeral services in Houston, Minnesota, and Charlotte. Family accepted the offer and later posted the check online of $88,500 that Mayweather had sent them for the cost of the services. That's a good thing. He says here, we don't call the Europeans that came over European Americans, so don't just call us African Americans. They call us African Americans when they want to separate us. When I'm competing for the Olympic team, I'm an American. So he's saying all of this sexy stuff. He's saying all of this sexy stuff, right? But Floyd, you ripped Colin Kaepernick. That was not the time to do that, my man. That was not the time to do that, my man. You should have stood on that. You should have stood on the side of righteousness. You know why he was kneeling. But what drove me up a wall was the Gucci crap. Y'all remember that? Read another article. Floyd Mayweather on buying Gucci amid blackface boycott. I live for myself. All right, everybody's boycotting Gucci. He says, I don't got nothing against nobody. I support everybody. I like everybody. My thing is this. I like to live life and do what I like to do. I'm not no follower. I do what the F I want to do because everybody says wear this or don't wear that. I'm going to wear what the F I want to wear. All right, that was amidst Gucci. They had to apologize for the blackface, if y'all remember that. Like yesterday to me. All right, so Man, he says here, you said they're going to be upset with me. I love it. I love it. I love it. Mayweather said, see, the thing is this. I live for myself. I do what I want to do. So at that point, he told you how he's coming. He told you how he's coming. So I just find it remarkable how, you do what you want to do, and you said, okay, yeah, people try to separate us by calling us Black American, or you don't hear them saying European Americans or whatever. Sounds like you're saying, yeah, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. So you get on here and you say, I would love to sign Terence Crawford, and I'm going to support Black American first. Sounds like trying to get some less knowledgeable people to rally behind you, Floyd. Now, you know what? You was a master in that ring, and I have defended you for your entire career. When everybody wanted to talk about everything other than boxing, I kept it pure. Because every time you're talking about boxing with Floyd Mayweather, it goes from, what he's going to do in the ring and how he's going to beat this person and systematically break him down to beating women. And I'm like, no, we're not going there. Focus. Focus, Daniel, son. Focus. What kind of conversation you want to have? Because I promise you, I don't want to talk about domestic violence or his daughter shooting somebody. I don't care. I don't care to talk about any of that. Are we talking about boxing or his personal life? Personal life, you have that conversation by yourself. I don't care for it. But when you come out and when everyone's boycotting Gucci, and we know exactly why Colin Kaepernick was kneeling, all lives matter, right? You know exactly what he meant by that, or did you? And this is where the education comes in. Or was you saying it just to get a buzz, man? Well, good job. You got all the buzz you wanted. Genius in the ring, moron outside the ring. You care about yourself. You saying people are going to give you flack about the Gucci thing. You said you love it. You love it. You love it. You said it three times. They did something with blackface and they apologized for it. And you still went to Gucci. But you support Black American first. Now, I'm not in Terence's shoes. It's the hottest free agent right now. But in this direction, I'm not going to be angry if he says, I'm not going with Floyd. Shakur ain't go with Floyd either. I mean, he went to Top Rank, ain't no better. But hopefully, he has his ducks in a row. Like, all right, I've gotten this far, and it's time to go. It's time to go. One thing's for sure is that he did not go with Floyd. I know that. We know that. So everyone's making a bid for Bud. Oscar, he's making a dash for Bud. Floyd's making a dash for Bud. Oscar, please, cut it out. There's a whole lot I'm going to say about that. But Floyd, you in the same boat as me not wanting Bud over there dealing with you. Because I know where your heart's at. And it's in reference to your bottom line. No, you're not a brilliant promoter. We can ask Tank about that. I know you invested a lot of money in the young man. And you're trying to get a return on your investment. But he's not happy over there. That's what we're not getting. We seem to ignore. He's not happy. If the fighter's not happy, what you gonna do? Whether he has, the right to be unhappy or not, that's yet to be determined. But that's up to Tank. Basically, what I'm saying is, this statement he's saying, I'm going to support Black American first. Floyd, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I do not believe you, Floyd. Cut it out, man. That Gucci thing, that was it for me. All lives matter. I'm like, I don't know if he understands what it's saying. We weren't saying Black Lives Matter only. We were saying our lives matter also. And it's a complete disregard for our lives, and it's been that way forever. And you get one Negro that makes it. One out of millions and billions that makes it. And with all the power that he has, he turns around and says, all lives matter. All right, Floyd. And then the Gucci situation. I don't care. Yeah, they're going to hate me. I don't care. But I'm supposed to sit here and believe that you're going to support Black American first. Yeah, dude, show me. I don't believe you. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bronx on deck.
Move!